Is it live? I'm not seeing any picture on mine. You should be. We have it? Good, good, good. So it seems like we are live. And of course, for those of you watching in the future, I'm going to wait for a few more people to join so we can get the live aspect of this going. But I'm excited. So I have been traveling this past weekend. I was on something of a vacation. I was in Cleveland for my college roommate got married. He's the last of the four of us to get married, and I'm very, very happy for them. Congrats to Josh and Sammy. But as a result, I was not able to check this out until today, and I've been working for most of today. I've been doing some auditions and whatnot, so here we are, and I thought it'd be fun. I never do these things like in the late afternoon, so I thought to those of you who missed the 8 a.m. live premieres and a lot of my like 9 to 10 a.m. live streams, hey, let's do one at like 4:30 p.m. So there's a bunch of people, or for those of you in New Zealand, like Lararwi 67, it is the morning. So good morning and good evening back to Germany, to Desiree. So I am going to kind of bounce back and forth between the live chat and then actually watching this video. So here in a little bit, we are going to jump on and actually watch the video together. I'm sure all of you have seen it like 500,000 times. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. So I'm very, 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 very excited. Man, there's people all over. A bunch of people from California popping in. We got New Zealand, Germany, where else? Canada. It's everybody here. Amaris, I'm so glad that you're awake for this live. This is why I wanted to do it in the afternoon. I figured some of you might be able to check this out with us. Hello back to Portugal. Oh, you're having breakfast? Great time. Oli Machiella, you made one. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we're here. I'm glad this is an experience we can all have together. I think only like 5 people even saw my tweet about this, so this is great that everybody's going to be here. Michigan. Michigan's one of my favorite states. I don't know where you're at, but I spent, if you go on the Mitten, I spent like a whole summer right here in Arcadia. My brother lives in Ypsilanti right now. He's at school. Good old Ypsi. And I love Michigan. Traverse City, super underrated city. Hello back to Germany. Wie geht's? Ich bin so, ja. Ich bin sehr gut. Ich habe Durst. Ich möchte Wasser trinken. Ja. Ich will Wasser trinken. Yeah, something like that. Notification gang, let's go. That's right. Canada, Texas, Alabama. My twin sister lives in Alabama. The one that was on the live a couple weeks ago. Thailand, the Philippines, Portugal, Korea. There's people from all over. This is super exciting. So, hopefully we are. Oh, you paused Loki to watch this. That is huge. I just watched Loki. I had an audition exporting, so I watched Loki, the finale, while that was exporting. So this is exciting. So there's a bunch of us here. There's 56 people here already. And as Fern says, she's on a lunch break, hoping to see the reaction. So let's at least get this started. And just give me a sec, because you guys know I'm still vaguely new to the live stuff. So, oh, my German's good. Thanks, Desiree. I need to get back into my Duolingo, but I do love learning German. So, wabam. Here it is. Let's go ahead and check this out. I'm sure all of you have already seen it. This is really exciting for me. If you see me looking down, I actually have my phone down here so I can watch the live chat. So that's kind of how I'm going to be seeing you. So just bear with me on that, and I'm going to move myself correctly into frame. But hey, as I start this, please let me know in the chat that you can hear the video as well, because I think I've got it all set up. But is there an echo? Yikes. Echo. Is it still echoing? Is it still echoing? Are we going to do a Cedric Angle Does ASMR reaction here? Why is it doing that? Hey, this is fun. This is the joy of doing something live. How about now? Is it echoing now? No, because I don't have the audio on my phone. I think it accidentally put in a second audio device. Is it still there? It's gone. It's gone. I think I figured it out. Okay, so that's good. But do let me know that you can hear the thing, because I don't want to have accidentally turned that off. So, okay. Good. Good, good, good. Thank you, everybody. Okay, let's check this out. Here we go. Right off the bat, brown piano and pancakes. A couple references there, huh? Fight or flight reflexes kicked in with the ASMR. I can't stand ASMR, I'm with you. Purple. It's the thought of PM when your heart's just like a drum, beating louder with nowhere to guard it. When it all seems like it's wrong, sing along to Elton John and to that feeling we're just getting started. When the nights get colder and the rhythm's got you falling behind. Oh my gosh, okay, sorry, I have to restart this. I was really a little bit upset because I thought it sounded terrible. It's because my headphones had like slightly unplugged from the computer. So I was like, why did they put this effect on their voices? That's why. And somebody said that it's really, really loud. So I'm going to turn that down just a skosh for you. So I'm gonna restart this. Blake Maynard is here. Blake Maynard is my sister-in-law's boyfriend, and he's also delightful. Hey, Blake. Okay, I'm gonna try to redo it. I'm sure they do have an effect on their voices. I had something going on with my headphones for sure. Notice that brown piano and those pancakes. Those are references. This sounds so much better already. Yeah, that's better. Let me know if the audio difference is better. Love RM's hair. Drop my phone. Everything's fine. When you look yourself right in the eye, then you say, I wanna dance. Oh, fun. Nice. No, we don't, Jimin. No, we don't. Nice. Okay, so we'll go back 10, but let's just talk about a couple things right off the bat. It's my understanding that... Wait, can you guys not see the video? Can you guys actually see it? Yeah? No. I have the live playing... Oh, I think it went back really far. Ha! I'm so stupid. Anyway, I figured it out. My phone like went way back in time. I'm just a big goofball. So anyway, so a couple of things. It's my understanding that Ed Sheeran at least co-wrote this. I'm a huge Ed Sheeran fan. I think he's one of the most talented songwriters, and you can hear it. That's playing throughout this. I assume this Purple Balloon is them kind of sending out a message to ARMY that like, hey, we're back, we're good, and we don't need permission to dance. Now, of course. I would assume that this is coming back to like the fact that we were all stuck inside for a year and like couldn't go do anything or go anywhere. So I really like this idea of being on a journey and then having to stop at a rest stop and being there and needing permission to go dance again, needing permission to go back out on this journey because they were supposed to be coming to America, right? Right as COVID hit, which of course is how I ended up discovering them. So that's what I would imagine is what it all means. Like the purple balloon is kind of symbolizing, hey, we're back, and we can do this thing again. Of course, if you have done what is necessary and healthy and safe for you to be out in public again, like I have. I got my shots. So let's make sure that we do that. So let's see if did I miss anything? No? I think we're all good. I missed some sign language, so that's cool. I I really like that. I love that they're using ASL. That's really, really neat. I'm looking at your answers, Army Mom. I'm trying. Okay, let's see if anybody else. You know what? Zyna, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. This has huge musical theater vibes. Huge musical theater vibes in a really, really good way. So I really like that. Look at balloon answers. I'm working. I'm trying. Okay, here we go. I love that. Oh, I love that dance. Yeah, so watch this again. This is something that I love to see, is really well hidden whip pans. You can actually see the moment in this that they change shots, but you do a whip pan if you want to change something really quickly or imply that the camera just whipped around. But there's actually two different shots in here. When it's whipping, you can see the exact moment that it cuts if you go frame by frame, but that's not the point. It's just a really cool visual transition. So I'm going to make this just a little bit shorter because I'm having trouble staying in my quarter of the screen here. Anyway, just watch this whip pan back up. The other thing that I wanted to point out is that BTS they keep making pops, and it's unfair. I don't understand how every song that they have is so catchy. It's not fair. Like, I saw Butter stuck in my head, and now I can, like, this is already in my head. Already in my head. I love this dance. See that whip pan there? Oh, those are the lyrics on the wall. Nice run. Oh, I love this. This is sweet. I love this. Okay, so let's talk about BTS's humor a little bit, because they do this thing. I first noticed it in my first reaction that I ever did in Dynamite, which is they do this thing of, like, they'll be there and then they'll move and somebody else will be there. Somebody else will pop up behind them. And it's just, it's every time it captures your attention and it gives you so much energy. That's like the 8th time they've done it in this video. And it's so fun to watch, and what a cool thing, like, as a brand to be able to do. I think it's really great. I think it's really fun. So just watch for that. Watch for the choreography. There was another one where I was missing who was doing it. V was on the ground, but somebody like snapped at his head, and he, like, the cohesion of that choreography, and that there's a humor to it, and it's not in your face humor. It's not pure comedy, but it is really, really fun to watch them just. It seems like they're just improvising it and having fun, but it's such a nice, like, way to just chuckle and be lighthearted and just have fun. And they're all engaged the whole time. Whoever's in front on camera is not the only person you need to watch. Yes. Is it Mel Gay? Yes, it's High School Musical. That's what it feels like. I love High School Musical. I think that's terrific. Was it Jungkook? Nice. See? Right there. Nice. Beautiful. Ah. Watch that choreography again. Watch how they syncopate with the beats. It's so satisfying. So interesting moment back here. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm pausing quite a bit here. Yeah, Nikki, I can feel like I need to watch this like 500,000 times just to catch everything. Like Jungkook's dramatic strut by the washing machines. Now you can tell why I use set editing to, like, add the things that I don't notice the first time. But watch, so a lot of the cinematography here, they've been using kind of lower angles, which makes sense because they've got this beautiful sky behind them, and there's also a sense of the building behind them, but kind of the emptiness of the sky as being the past year. is how I would interpret it, or the fact that this rest stop is like in the middle of the desert, from what I can tell, and they've kind of turned it into like an apartment of sorts. But watch how on certain ones, like the one where they showed, I know Jim was in it, but there were 4 of them in it, and then they kind of whipped to the right a little bit, and it wasn't a full whip pan because it was the same shot. But all of a sudden, that's handheld. Why? Well, because they want you to feel like you're there with them. So they're traveling between this steady cam and dolly shots that are much more smooth, and then also doing handheld shots. And it really, really works. It feels like you're kind of living in a moment while also watching an archived piece of art. And that's really hard to achieve. And yet they do it like every time. BTS does Footloose. That is accurate. So I like that. Watch the full 5 minutes of the video. I will make sure to do that. Okay, here we go. I love this inclusion of just regular people. See? Now handheld, a little bit shaky. This is all steady cam, but that's handheld.
Well, let me show you that we can keep the fire alive.
I'll keep the fire alive for you.
'Cause it's not over till the summer. Say one more time. Say, I wanna dance to music.
Great transition, guys. I saw it coming from a miles away, and yet it's so satisfying. It's the same transition they did in On, the Kinetic Manifesto one, where they went boo, and threw the camera up at the sun and then came back down right on the beat. This is the exact same thing, but now instead of just throwing it up into the air, they're Blake, this isn't Seifel. I learned so much from you. Releasing the balloon and whipping the camera up with it gives this really nice transition, but also a moment for us to think, you know, they're singing about how it's not over and we can move forward. It actually gives us a breath to process that and think about what we've been through and how we're all here and that we don't need permission to dance anymore. Like we can just let go and have fun again. And I think it's so powerful that they're giving this balloon to 2 young kids. Because if you think about kids during this pandemic that have been stuck inside and how important it is for children, especially at that age, to be social and to have interaction, how powerful is it that they would give the balloon to these 2 kids and tell them to be free and that it's okay to dance and to be goofy again, and that's so important as a formative aspect of development for children. I know it's so important for me, obviously for Salone, for Tori, for my brother Austin. You watched the live with my 2 sisters a couple weeks ago. Like, we needed this at that age, and so it's so cool to me to see BTS reaching out to kids at that age. I'm really, really inspired by that. So let me just see what the... No, I don't think V took the children's balloon. It looked like he gave it to him, right? That's, yeah, releasing the balloon is setting them free from the pandemic. So saying, like, it's okay to, you know, to be a kid. And kind of BTS this whole time. Sorry, I just hit play. But BTS this whole time, this whole video is childlike. And that's a good thing. I think there's a huge difference between being childish and being childlike. And BTS, in songs like this, so often they're very serious, and I love that about them. It's my favorite thing about them. But they're also so incredibly childlike in the way that they just have a passion for what they do and what they love to do. And it's so energized and so fun to watch and so easy to watch. And this idea of telling these kids that it's okay to be childlike. You don't have to, we all had to be adults there for a little bit, and it's okay to be childlike. It's okay to just hold a balloon and want to dance. And I think that that's really, really important. Let me see if there's anybody telling me that I'm totally incorrect. Yes, essential workers. Yes, Sophie, you're 100% correct. They're showing people stuck in offices and nurses and janitors, people that are essential workers that for so long we said were heroes, and now as a society we are just totally ignoring them again, and that is really sad to watch. So I love that BTS was intentional about saying, like, you are still heroes and you should get to dance, and we should all watch you and clap and sing along while you do so, because you deserve this. Because these people are overworked and underpaid, and they do not get, you don't even look them in the eye half the time. You know, and that just, it's so frustrating. But the Spring Day connection, Maple, I didn't say it out loud, but I assume that the washing machines are a connection to Spring Day. And if you think about trauma, obviously a different kind of trauma, but we've gone through a lot of trauma over the past year as well and lost a lot of people. So I think it's really noticeable that they made that connection as well. So he's telling the kid to let it go, right? And then it comes back down. Sorry, I know I just hit play. I just want to point out how clever this moment is. It looks like they're all just kind of standing in the desert, but watch how carefully they're blocked as it comes down. They all form triangles. We've talked about that in cinematography. They're all forming triangles that are also arrows pointing forward, saying go forward. And as the music really hits, as the camera drops to where it's going to be for the rest of the shot, they all hit formation and they're all clearly in their own lines. That's clever stuff. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, I want to hear that run again. I don't know what it was, but we just need to walk the walk and talk the talk tonight. That's such a pleasant thing to hear. It's one of the core structures of music. And so what that does when they're doing that musically, it takes us back to childhood and learning music. A lot of us had to go through a basic music class. So that da 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 da, that's a basic structure. And so it takes us back to a childlike place of learning music. Even inherent in the way that this song is orchestrated, they're telling us to just let ourselves be young. Have youth, which we know is important to them in their structures. Let me see if I'm not missing the comments on the teaser. Did they say the balloon is about the pandemic? I'm just going to sit here until I see the comment that I'm apparently missing. So somebody let me know here. In the teaser on the new paper, it says purple balloons signal that COVID is over. Heard. Read it. Okay. The superhero landing in the choreo. I might have missed that part. So the next is going to be the international sign language. Okay, cool. So anyway, I just really love that rundown. And then you get that really nice run. So what they've done there is they've gotten this basic structure of music that we are all on some level familiar with, whether it's through a music class or through going to church or just through listening to pop songs on the radio. That's something that is evident in a lot of music. And then they add something more complex on top of it. Like, I think Jimin, but it might have been Jungkook doing a run, right? It's such a nice balance. So I just think that's terrific. Apparently I'm supposed to watch the teaser after this, so I will do that. See that? Nice. Bunch of city names, I assume. Yeah, cool. They have the balloon, yeah. Nice. Love that little behind the scenes look at it. So this is probably all on a drone, I would imagine. Now you're hearing the joy of being an editor. You get to listen to all that, the wind. Throwing his hat. That's really fun. I love that they included that. That's terrific. Well, there's still 7 seconds left. I don't want to miss anything. I think it's over. Okay. Yeah, I think that's great. And the thing I loved, if you look at the end there, they weren't looking for everybody to dance perfectly along with what the actual choreography was. They were looking for people to get it pretty close, but more importantly, to have fun. And ultimately, that's at the core of a lot of what art is you want people to be having fun with it. So let's see if we miss anything. That wind, though, yep, that's what editing is like. You get to listen to it. So that's really fun. See if we're missing this. Yeah, the WHO should be commending folks on it. The superhero landing. I'll watch a live version at some point, and I'll look for that. I think that this song is so. My initial reaction, I just wanted to see if I was gonna miss anything. Oh, it's the staff for BTS. That's wonderful. I think that this song is exactly what the world needs. I really like Butter, but this song feels really, really freeing. And I see some people saying that maybe they don't like it quite as much. And I guess I can understand why. And I think it's important to know that, and I'm sure that these people feel the same way. I'm not a fan of mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms. I don't think they taste good. Why am I saying that? That's a good question, and I'm glad that you asked. My not liking mushrooms does not devalue mushrooms. It does not strip the identity of mushrooms away. And I'm not saying that these people are, if you don't like this song, that's perfectly valid. There are a lot of songs I don't like that people do, and I'm not going to say what they are because people like them and I don't want to get in trouble. But what I want to say with that is this song, I hope you can see that whether or not you care for it, what the intent was. And the intent seems to be to tell people that it's okay to feel pent up and trapped inside, like you were in a timeout or like your nap time was there, and that it's okay to want to just go run outside in the grass barefoot, and that it's okay to want to go play baseball or just dance in the streets as long as you can do so safely, especially with social distancing, depending on the rules of wherever you live. But the point is to just have fun and live life, especially when we've learned over the past year just what life truly means. I think when it's gotten so weird that it's okay to just feel, it's okay to feel stuck. It's okay to feel frustrated and upset. But we have permission to feel like that, and we have permission to reject that and live life and have a lot of fun with it. And I think that that's really, really important for people to hear. And I really admire them for writing that into this song, and for making such a fun music video, and for including people that are essential workers in that. And I think it's terrific. I really, really like it. I think it's going to be the next big song. Butter hasn't even, I think, hit its kind of zenith of popularity yet, and I think that this might actually be more popular than Butter. So I think that that's really, really valuable. I really like that part of this song, but let me see if everybody's got some thoughts here. And this is true. Yeah, you don't have to love every song either. That's important. Yeah, I mean, there are other songs that I think I like more than this song. If you're gonna ask me what my favorite BTS song is, I mean, it's probably "Life Goes On," and I wouldn't say that that's the most artistic song. That's just the one that hit me when I needed it. You know what I mean? I also really love "Fake Love" and "On." I mean, I love pretty much everything I've heard, but those are kind of, I know it's not technically BTS, but Teshita, probably my favorite rap song. So that's a thing. So yeah, they just want to have fun. So, hey, that is my reaction to this. I guess, should I watch the teaser? I'll pull up the teaser. Since everyone was making fun of me, mocking me. I'm joking. You guys are great. You're mocking me because I kept ignoring you like a punk. Okay, let me see if that pulled up correctly. Yes. So let's just, now that we've seen the whole thing, let's watch the teaser, shall we? (2022) beginning of a new era, COVID-19. Yeah. Oh, you can hear it in the background. I love their costumes for this. Nice. That is truly a teaser. That is that's well, that didn't take much time to watch. No, that I like that. I think they're also proud because they can sing in English. Yes, that is so important that they are able to do this, even if they have to learn it phonetically. Like, I can speak some German. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, aber ich bin nicht so gut. Aber ich kann ins Deutsch singen nicht. Nicht. Ich kann nicht. I don't know if that's even correct German. I said I can speak a little German, but not very much. Ein bisschen Deutsch, ja. But I cannot sing in it, and I will not sing in it. So that's, I think it's so impressive that they can do that. Yeah, I know, it's a teaser. They're saying pause on the newspaper. Okay, fine. Let's pause on the newspaper. Let's go. Let's investigate this newspaper. Bring me pictures of Spider-Man. Okay. Newspaper. Beginning of a new era. Let's not meet again ever. Fair. We all work together to overcome it. Nothing could stop us. I love that. Purple balloon signal, end of COVID-19. Okay, I see that now. I see it. Our life goes on. Shoot, that's what you guys probably wanted me to see. Our life goes on. I love it when people do things like that. Es war richtig. Vielen Dank, ja. So, anyway, that's really all I have for you. I just wanted to hop on and do this, and I thought we could have fun hanging out together and watching this. I love that song. I think it's really, really fun. I'm going to be bebopping along to it. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of ASMR we got to do. I still hate ASMR with a burning passion, but we did it anyway. I've been challenged, actually, to do an entire reaction as ASMR, and I'm not going to do that to you. I just want you to know that. Anyway, hey, drink lots of water. That's what I'm going to go do right now. Take care of yourselves. I am going to maybe shoot Friday or Saturdays whenever I get it done editing's reaction after this. We'll have to see. I may end up having to do that tomorrow morning. But hey, let's just see where the night takes us, shall we? Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you, KK, for what you said there. Yes, you missed Seti. I do not have German relatives. I have German ancestors. And Blake, the pleasure was all mine, sir. Everyone say hi to Blake one more time. But yes, I hope everyone does their best and drinks lots of water and takes care of yourselves. And I'll see you all soon. But until then, Borahe, I appreciate you. Go Sedgehogs. We'll talk soon.